Hey world, how is everybody doing today? So today's the other half, I guess, of Rosh Hashanah. Um, Happy New Year to those that celebrate. It's new beginnings, fresh start, start over, um, clean slate. Uh, Again, I'm not religious, but I do honor high holy days for most religions. Uh, I think there's a lot to be said for religious days, right? It's faith; it brings people together. Yes, religions have had division and divisive natures at times, but I think it's the leaders at the time. I don't think that it's the people that have faith in them. So I have a tremendous amount of respect for that. So today's been a good day. Today, I mean, a really good day. Like I had a great day today. I got lots of time with the kids. It was relaxing. They were all done with schoolwork for the week, so that was awesome. Got to spend time with them. Got to relax, sit outside. The weather got better, so it's only like a high of I think 81 today or something. It was breezy. It was really nice. It's gonna be in the 50s tonight, so I'm loving it. Um, got rid of the humidity, which is really nice too. Um, Kids had a good day. There wasn't really any issues today whatsoever, so that's definitely a good day for them, right? Like um, my son ended up getting a lot of sleep, which I'm sure was over needed. Um, I helped a couple people today. I helped them get over some things that they've been holding on to. I did all my practices, my spiritual work, everything else that I'm doing. Really doing a lot of work on myself these days, right? And I was live with Annie earlier, and we talked about new beginnings. Um, it was a great conversation. I loved it. It is on my channel if you want to watch it. It was on LinkedIn Live as well. Yeah, just so much going on, right, in this world today. We've really got to take a moment, stop, and like Annie said in her post, you got to just celebrate. You've got to celebrate the day because it's not that we try to do our best, it's that we're doing our best, right? Every day we do the best we can. Doesn't mean every day is going to be great, but we're doing it, right? We're getting through it and pushing through. It's not as much about trying. It's that we're doing, and we need to give ourselves that credit. Annie's not good at that. I'm not good at it. Annie's getting better. I'm getting better, right? I mean, and there's others. I know Gabe's doing a lot of work, and he's trying to get better and figure himself out. I mean, just so many people are really putting effort in right now, and now's really the time to do it. I mean, there's no better time than now, right? With the world in chaos and all these crazy things going on, there's no better time than now to really put that effort in and really try to make it the best days possible. Uh, at the end of the day, that's what really matters. Just so much good going on, right? Like my kids were happy today, and that's priceless. I spent time with them. We had some good moments. Sid is in bed at least, pretending to go to sleep. So I mean, it's just like she was lovable today. She was happy today. She's a little bit less needy right now, which is good, right? Like she's running around, coming back, giving hugs. Those are the things that we just gotta hold on to because those are the moments that make the day. Those are the moments that grab you and even through the bad moments, those good ones will get you through it. There's always going to be bad moments. There's always going to be good moments. I think we've just got to find a way to grab the good ones, hold on to them, and let that carry us through. I'm pretty sure Annie taught me that if I remember correctly. Yeah, it was definitely Annie. Um, the conversation with Annie today was amazing, right? Like she's helping me on my journey, I'm helping her on her journey. Um, we're really good friends and we're there for each other, and then there's others too. I mean, I have a whole circle of people, right, that I love, respect, and trust. And it's such a great place to be. It's just I know no matter what's happening that day or what I'm going through, that there's someone I can turn to and at least vent, right? Like even if it's just getting it off my chest, it's getting it off my chest and getting it out of my head. Because being stuck in your head alone in this circumstance that I'm in is tough. Now I'm getting better at it, right? I'm getting better at taking those pauses and just taking it in. I'm not perfect. I have frantic times. I have times that I'm not okay just sitting with it, and that's okay too, because it's okay to not be okay. We all have so much pressure on us, and we all try to be these perfect images of ourselves, and we try to um, put this forward face that everything's amazing, right? And this is great. I used to do the opposite. I used to be woe is me and how bad things are, and because it was just easier for me to live in that moment, in that spot, right? It was better. I'm more comfortable. I used to be more comfortable with being miserable, and I used to be more comfortable at just surviving, right? Now it's opposite. Now I look for the happy days. I want to be happy. If I'm not happy, I'm okay with it. I process it. I allow it, and I accept it, and I move on. We're the only ones that can change ourselves. There's nothing that anyone can do to change us. And if we're not looking at that and we're not being realistic with that and we're not allowing to accept that, then the only person we're really doing a disservice to is ourselves and those around us. But before we can do anything for anyone else, we need to take care of ourselves. And I'm learning that, right? I learned a lot of things today. I am an amazing father and I love my children more than anything. But I also am taking care of myself, which is enabling me to be a better father. And I'm putting myself first, which is enabling me to be a better father, right? And they're changing because I'm changing. Their interactions with me are changing because I'm changing. It's easy to point fingers. It's easy to blame other things, other people, other circumstances, situations, whatever it is. I mean, there's so many shit circumstances and situations out there. But if we can find a way to overcome them and be our best selves every day and work towards our truest self, then we're already most of the way there. I used to say I survived to thrive, or surviving to thrive, or I thrived to survive, or whatever it was. The more I look at it, I was really just doggy paddling, right? I was just like kind of not going anywhere. Now it's different. Now I'm really thriving in my life. And the situation and circumstance that I'm in is more chaotic than I think of anything I've ever been through in my life. The difference is I'm accepting it, I'm allowing it, and I'm making my best steps forward every step. And there's something to be said for that. It is truly a miracle for me, right? There's been many people over the course of my life that have stepped in, try to help me, try to show me the path and show me the right way. And at the end of the day, I always gave up. I was scared, right? I was just terrified to have to live up to myself and have to set these high standards for myself and reach out. But for some reason, Annie got through, and Annie showed me my best me and accepted me for who I was, and in a lot of ways inspired me to be my best self. And I haven't stopped since. There's people that come across our lives in many different capacities, and you don't know the impact they're going to have, right? Like if that's Kenny watching, Kenny's enormous, right? Kenny is here every night, and Kenny's just amazing, and his support is unbelievable. He's just out supporting everybody, and it's this amazing thing that he does. But at the end of the day, it's still on me to do the work. It's still on me to make the changes. It's still on me to, you know, do everything about what's going on. I think so many things have changed in my life within me, mentally, physically, spiritually, that Danny said it earlier, it's a paradigm shift. Like my whole everything shifted. It wasn't just one thing. I mean, like I'm completely at the opposite end of the spectrum now. And it's amazing. It's miraculous and I love it. And I wouldn't give it up for anything. Like, there's been times I've wanted to, but I don't. I won't. I make bad decisions, I make bad choices, and some of them I'd make again, but I always come back to home, which is me. And I always come back to me doing the work so that I can be the best person for myself, my kids, and everyone else that I care about. Life has a funny way of um, giving us what we can handle. It's not always what we want. And a lot of times it's what we need, whether we believe it or not and accept it or not. But it has a funny way of just giving us circumstances that only we can handle. And when we look at life that way, and we have confidence and self-confidence and self-worth, and we look at it and we say, we know we can get through this, it's a whole different level. And life is just taking on this role, right, to where it's magical. And that's kind of where I feel like I'm at right now. Not delusional happiness, because I'm not there. I mean, I still have bad moments, and I still make mistakes, and I still have stupid thoughts, and I still, but I'm handling them different now. I am allowing them and accepting them and just bouncing back from it. It's not sucking my whole day out of me. It's not just taking everything away from me. It's I'm allowing the process. And I'm not as patient as I should be sometimes with myself. And I'm not as patient with what I want and what I think I should be doing. I don't have expectations, but I do have very ambitious goals. And I think there's a very big difference there, right? Expectations you set upon yourself and you almost demand it of yourself, and then you're setting yourself up for a letdown. Goals are what you desire and want to do and want to accomplish. And my goals are extremely lofty. My goals are extremely ambitious. But I'm also giving myself the rest of my life to get to them. I set lifelong goals because I don't think it's a matter of reaching it. I think it's a matter of the journey there. And anything is possible when you don't limit yourself. And if we're not setting limits on ourselves, then we then don't limit others, and we don't get scared of scarcity, right? Or fear of scarcity, or, insecure about it. We know we can overcome anything. And at that point, we can. And he made a comment today that that I can't be fatigued, right? That I don't get fatigued. I just keep going. And I don't remember what the word was because I'm just horrible sometimes with word verbiage and words to use. But I remember her saying it, and it's funny. I get tired physically, but if something happens and I need to be there, I'm there, right? No matter what it is, when it is, whatever is going on, I'm there. Somebody needs me, I'm there. I just step up, right? I step up for the challenge. I step up to help someone else because I know at the end of the day, helping others is in some way selfish, right? Because no matter what, you always get some type of positive gain from helping somebody else, even if it's just an emotional boost, a jump, more confidence, more self-esteem, more self-worth. But you're doing it the healthy, right way. You're not validating it from somebody else's opinion. You're validating it based on your efforts and the work you're putting in and how you're doing things. And I think that's real value. That is core worth and core value. Creating that for yourself by doing the effort and taking actions. Words mean nothing without actions behind them. And I'm at the point today where my actions are speaking louder than my words, and I'm very proud of myself. Because even as short as 3 months ago, they weren't. Well, wait, June? No. Yeah, about 3 months ago, they still weren't. In my whole life, I always thought they were, but they really weren't. I had moments, right? I had times that they were, but not like this. This is different. This is clarity involved. This is dedication. I'm working on myself. This is discipline and creating this routine and creating these I want to say standards, but I think that's wrong too, because it's almost like expectations. Um, it's not really standards. It's uh, becoming my normal practice, right? It's my new habits, and that's another topic that we talked about today: habits, bad habits, old habits, removing old habits, creating new habits, and it's very challenging at times, right? I mean, it takes 100% commitment to get rid of old habits. It takes devotion, work, effort, changing your thought processes around it. It takes energy. It takes everything. It takes everything you have to make certain changes. And if you're willing to do whatever it takes because you want to change that bad, then anything is possible that can come out of it. So I think I'm hearing Frozen in the background because that's what Sid's listening to it. But I'm always hearing Frozen. Maybe it's just in my head at this point. But thank you Disney Plus because now that you can just watch them over and over and over again. There's this world is going through this amazing energy transformation right now. Magnetic fields are changing, they're amplifying. It's this major shift, right? And I think people are becoming more aware and have more desire to find their best self and find their true self. And it's really like a wake up moment for the world. At the end of the day, if we have a choice to be awake or not, but we're scared of the work, then aren't we just sleeping on ourselves? Aren't we just settling? So, and we're allowing ourselves to settle. Now, as far as habits go, what I've realized doing this work, my old habits, right? When I do make those mistakes and I do make those slips and mess ups, they erode away at my self confidence, my self worth, and I start feeling empty inside. Now, it doesn't mean I can't make a mistake. What it means is that I need to allow, process, and let go and release it to the world, to the universe. Because if I hold on to these things, it's just going to keep piling up and I'm going to be buried in it before I even realize it. And it really creeps up on us. It really suffocates us from the inside out. Um, my screen's really dark tonight. Not sure if it's the picture or if it's just my screen is dark. Um, the only way to get over things is to release it, is to accept it, is to allow it, make amends, move on from it, right? Any other way, we're cutting ourselves short and we're not giving ourselves the credit we deserve and we're harming ourselves. So maybe there's a way to see the real value in what we're doing. Give ourselves appreciation. Appreciate the value and self-worth and give ourselves credit. And that's something I'm not good at, right? It's really something I'm not good at in life. But I'm getting there and I know I deserve it and I know I'm worth it. And I know that, there's many things in my life that I want um, that even a month ago I probably wouldn't have believed I deserved. But now I believe I do because I'm going to work for it. I'm going to do my best to bring things to fruition. And not in a malintent way, but by doing right by everyone I can, right? By actually just elevating everyone around me that's willing, because you can't change somebody or help somebody change if they don't want to change. You can try, but you'll keep running your head against the wall. It's a very interesting time to be alive, and I'm thrilled I am right now. I'm excited. I'm ecstatic. I'm very tired right now, so you don't feel it in my energy, but it's here, right? And it's very true to me. Um, but I'm very passionate about where I'm at right now. I'm very driven to keep moving forward. I also said earlier today that I'm not turning around and I'm not going to stop, and I'm not. No matter what comes my way, I'm going to keep going. No matter what obstacle gets in front of me, I'm going to keep going. This is become my way of life. And when something gets in the way of your way of life, you just overcome it, right? You don't always know how, you don't always know when, you don't always know, all the details of, how exactly it's going to happen. But when you get that confidence that you can overcome anything, you're unstoppable to reach your goals. You're unstoppable to to fill yourself with that passion and purpose. And I'm there right now. I'm there. This is a lifelong journey, and I'm going to keep going until I get it. And I'm going to spend the rest of my life doing it because I love where I'm at, and I love where I'm going, and I love myself today. On that note, I hope everybody has an amazing night. And if you ever need anything, just reach out.